Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the channel today. This is another Rusty Gold video. So this is a series of videos I'm doing about picking Rusty Gold. Just some really just learned things from me, some experience. We've been picking for a very long time, but really hardcore for about 10 years. So I got extensive experience in picking, and it's just one of those things where I try to share some of my experience with you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you where any of my secret honey holes are, but I can share, the experiences I have and have had over the course of 10 years. So, and one of the things is budget. Let's talk about budget. We haven't talked about that yet. I know, if you followed us for any kind of time on Instagram, you've seen, these huge blowout, Rusty Gold picks where we've got this ton of stuff, but we do pick on a budget. Appalachian Axe Works, in the end, it is a business, and I run it like a business. And I've managed businesses for many years, and Appalachian Axe Works is no different. I run it like a business. And if you're just a picker, you should pick like it's like a business, and you'll never get yourself in trouble budget-wise. So every month, as our sales accumulate, we set aside a certain amount of money to pick Rusty Gold. And, everybody should do that. If you can afford to spend $50, then, only spend $50. If you can afford to spend $300, then you can spend $300. You don't want to overpick your budget, because as much fun as picking is, overspending yourself, and then in the end you got all these cool items but you got no more money, that's not really the way to go, and it kind of takes the enjoyment out of it. So you should set yourself a budget, and no matter what that budget is, it's just a drop dead budget. So doing the quick picks, I leave money aside for quick picks every month, and I leave money aside for deep dive picks and long haul picks. So I kind of separate them. And it's two parts of our monthly budget for the business. And, you should do it that way. Even if you're not a business, if you're just strictly a collector, you should set yourself a budget each month, and don't spend beyond that budget. As much as you want to build your collection, or you're afraid you might be missing out on some cool stuff out there because you don't have the money, whatever, don't overspend yourself, because if you overspend, it takes the enjoyment out of it, and you're not going to want to do it anymore. Or a lot of people do it, and we started out doing it because it's a lot of fun, and it was all about saving the axes for us. And then once we got into it, it became a lot of fun, learning about the history and all that goes along with it. But we always were conscious about the budget, and just one of those things, you should always be conscious of that. All right, everybody. Well, that's about all I got for you on the budget. It's like I said, make a budget, stick to it. As much as you want to get out there and keep picking, make a budget and stick to it. And you'll always enjoy your axe collecting, or whatever it happens to be that you're into collecting. I mean, there's guys out there collecting Stanley planes, and, if you're a pocket knife collector or whatever it is you're collecting, make a budget. Set aside, a monthly budget for those things. You'll never regret it in the end, and you won't be scrambling. I see these guys all the time on social media where, they went out picking, and then all of a sudden they would look down and they go, "Oh man, I got all these cool axes, but now I got to dump them off." And they're out there, "Hey, does anybody want these axes?" And that's not a way to build your collection, and that's not really the best way to go about picking. So yeah, I mean, if you watch, there's a very popular TV show out there, and that's one of their things. They go, "Oh man, we need to sell this item. Let's unload it real quick." And they're unloading it for, they paid $8,000 for an item, and they're unloading it for $100 more, than what they paid for it. Well, I mean, in the end, what good did that do them or anybody else? I mean, they're not really doing themselves a service by spending that kind of money and making $100. I don't know if that's just for the TV show or what, but that's not really the way to go. And you know, you are spending money when you're out there. If you're out there, you know, and you're picking, whether you're going 10 miles or whether you're going 100 miles, you're spending money. You're spending gas, you're stopping for food, you're whatever. Your time is worth money. Your time's always worth money. So don't forget that. And, you know, in the end, if you're picking something for 20 bucks and you turn around and selling it for $20, maybe you enjoyed the process of picking, but you're really not gaining anything, and you're not, you know, putting yourself in a position where you can add more stuff to your collection. So if you stick to a budget, you spend that budget, and if you're selling to continue your personal collection, if you stick to the budget, you buy the things that you can afford, and you put them back out on the market. Say you rehab them, you clean them up, put a new handle on them, whatever you're doing, and you put them out there and you make a little money on it, you can then in turn take that money and buy more axes. And really, that's really what we've been doing. I mean, you know, it was all about saving axes at the beginning, saving American history, because they're all American-made axes. We don't mess with any, as far as a restoration work. We do have some like Prandy hatchets and things like that, but that, you know, we buy and enjoy. But as far as our restoration work goes, they're American-made tools, and you know that in the beginning, that's what we were doing. We were saving American-made axes and American-made tools, and we sold them to continue to buy more and save more. So, and but it all came with the budget. There was a budget at the beginning. I can't remember too many times where we went and picked, and then at the end I went, oh my God, I spent too much money. Because, you know, pretty much at the beginning, it's like I said, I ran businesses and was involved in running businesses for many years, and, you know, everything's got a budget, everything's got a cost to it. And if you go into it like that, in the end, even if it's just for your personal collection, you won't regret it, because you won't look back and go, hey, I spent too much money, now what do I do? So set a budget, stick to it, and that's pretty much all I got for a budget. So thanks for stopping by the channel today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time with me. And if you like this content and want to see some more Rusty Gold videos, because there's some more coming, subscribe, like, and share, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.